Everybody, and welcome back to a new video. It's Mike here with Mike's Drones and More. And so as I stated earlier this morning, there wasn't a normal Wednesday video, but we are doing the live drone giveaway, the results from last week's drone giveaway. That was the Parrot Mini drone that we were giving away. So I'm going to go ahead and got my computer booted up here real quick, and I'm going to bring up the Gleam page. So while I'm waiting for that to load, we'll just go ahead and do a really quick update. So yeah, last night I went Tiny Whoop racing in Greeley, Colorado, and I got to race my new red one, the Frankenstein Roach, or the Franken Roach, and it did pretty well. The only problem is there was a lot of people there last night. There was probably a good 30 or more just spectators, just watching the drone racing. And then of course there was all the drone pilots on top of that as well. So there was quite a few people that were packed in there, and it made me extremely nervous. So I think that's one of the reasons why I was having so much trouble concentrating and flying, because normally we fly with our small crowd. I've never flown in front of a big crowd like that before. It wasn't a ton of people, but it was enough people to really make me nervous, and everybody was cheering on and stuff like that. And it was really cool. It was really, really exciting. Plus, on top of that, Jesse Perkins, Mr. Tiny Whoop, the creator, inventor of the Tiny Whoop, was there. Lunchbox FPV, the pro FPV racer, he was there. I got to meet him. I took a selfie with him, and I got to admit, he is really cool. He's from Canada, so if you guys ever get a chance, check out Lunchbox FPV. Just look him up on YouTube, and he does all kinds of cool FPV stuff. So that was kind of cool, you know, just being there, and then the pressure of knowing that there's professional pilots there. There was also, you know, the large crowd of people that was there. I mean, it just, everything was just really overwhelming. If you've ever done like a play for school or something like that, or if you've ever had to give a speech in front of a large crowd of people, I'm horrible at that, and I get the shakes really, really super bad. Plus, on top of that, I was using those new thumbsticks that I bought for my Tyrannus QX7, and I've decided I'm going to go ahead and switch back to just the normal thumbs. I think that was kind of throwing off my flight as well. I wasn't able to control it quite as easy. So there was a lot of things going on last night, not just the people and everything like that, but a lot of other stuff that was just throwing my game off. But all in all, I really did have an awesome time last night. It was really, really cool. I got to meet a lot of newer pilots that I haven't raced with before from all over. There was a guy who came from Thornton, Colorado. He was really cool. There was a few of us up from the FOCO FPV multi-GP chapter, which was pretty cool. And my cat is about to run right in the middle of my thing here. So I'm going to go ahead and put him down. All right. So, but yeah, it was really, really fun. All right. So I'm going to open up gleam.io and RC Diversions. I seen you. So, hey, what's up? How's it going? All right, so here we go. Valentine's Day drone giveaway. All right, so let's take a look here. All right. It's really cold down in my basement, so it's taken my laptop a little bit extra to to kind of to work with me here. So let's go ahead and save that. All right, there we go. Okay, so we had 171 entries. Now, there was multiple ways to enter, so that doesn't mean there was 171 individual people. That could mean that there was, let's say I put on there that you could enter in through Instagram, or not Instagram, through Twitter, through, was it Facebook, and then also you had to be a subscriber. So there was a few different ways that you could enter in there. So let's go ahead and let's pick a winner. So of course I have to check to make sure that they're eligible, that they're a subscriber. And I've had a few people from out of the country that have put in there. I mean, I don't care if you enter, but it's open only to U.S. residents. And I get a lot of people that ask me, why don't you do contests out of the United States? And it's very simple, guys. There is so many different laws in different countries because of that. So a giveaway is basically like a sweepstakes, basically, or it's a game of chance, right? You're putting in basically, you know, like your raffle ticket, essentially, right? And you're saying, yeah, I want to enter for this giveaway. Okay, so in the U.S., it's pretty simple. You know, it's not that hard. But in many different countries, they have different rules that you have to abide by sweepstakes. And there's so many countries out there that I am not even going to get into any kind of like international thing or anything like that that causes any kind of trouble. So that's why my giveaways are always U.S. residents. I know there's other YouTubers out there that do giveaways out of the United States. That's their choice. They can do that, not me. So that's why I don't do giveaways out of the United States. But let's go ahead and draw a winner. Let me check to make sure that they are good. So let's draw. Okay, so let's see here. It looks like our winner is from Washington, D.C., so the nation's capital. So that's cool. And looks like this person was a subscriber of my channel. He was entry number 93. And actually, he just posted a question on my last video. So I'm going to go ahead and swing the camera over here so you guys can see my screen. I apologize. My desk is absolutely filthy. Usually right before a race or after a race, my desk is an absolute mess just because I've got drones and batteries, and this is my whole build area and everything like that. So I apologize for the mess, but let's go ahead and flip the camera. There we go. All right, so the winner of the Valentine's Day drawing is John C. So John, I know that you have posted lots and lots of questions on the comments and things like that, including one today. So, buddy, glad you won. So that is awesome. So, John, I do have your email. So I'm going to go ahead and send you a direct email. It'll come from my, apologize guys, Mike's Drones and More email address. And I just need you to make sure that you respond back to me within the next 48 hours. So that way I can get your shipping address and information, and then I will get that out to you by the end of the week. It's hard for me during the week to get out and ship stuff out just because I work usually like 8 to like 5 o'clock at night. So by the time I get done, you know, it's almost impossible for me to get to the freaking post office. So, but yeah, and so I got some stickers when I was at the race last night. So I got a couple of lunchbox stickers, which was really cool. And I also got a sticker from Bright Blue Tech. So Bright Blue Tech is the ones that, again, they make those gates for the Tiny Whoop races that I'm always in. So that's really cool. And I actually got to check out, so Lunchbox has a new Lunchbox version 2 coming out, and got to actually get my hands on it. Well, I didn't actually put my hands on it. He was just showing us. It's really cool. It's got a built-in screen with dual diversity antennas, so that way you don't have to bring an extra screen. You can hold one whoop. He says it's going to be open source, so that way people can make like different inserts and stuff like that. It's got on the side, you can charge, I think it's like 4 or 5 of the Tiny Whoop batteries on the side. On the other side, it's got like a USB port that you can charge your phone, or you can charge whatever other small electronics that you have with you. On the back, it's got a plug where it's got a voltage checker on there. And also you can plug it in with an XT60 connector, and you can charge it as well. I mean, the thing is just freaking awesome. And so his Kickstarter for it is going to be starting on March the 1st. So I would suggest, guys, if you want to get into Tiny Whoop, this is your chance to get into it. You get like a screen, diversity, everything like that. I don't know what his prices are, but check out Lunchbox FPV's channel. He is freaking cool, and he's the nicest guy in the whole wide world. Pretty much if you get into FPV, everybody in FPV is totally cool and really nice and always willing to help out. a friend in need. You know, I mean, it's really cool. So, and here comes my cat again, so I have to grab him and take him off the table here. There we go. Okay, he likes to be in the videos. So yeah, so the winner of the Valentine's Day again was John C. So John, I know you put up a question earlier. So yeah, 18 or older, has to be more than that. You can have a parent enter for you if you want to. It's just I don't like doing giveaways for people that are under 18, because if your parents are not happy, they can come back after me. So it's all about legality. Trust me. So, but I've got some questions for you guys before I open this up to just a regular, like, we'll do a short Q&A today for questions and things like that. So I'm thinking about doing another drone build. So I want to know, what do you guys want to see me do? Now, I've got the parts on order for my new Tiny Whoop build. So I'm going to be building that. Those parts should be coming in, I believe, tomorrow. They should be here. So I'll have that video out next week with my new build. But I'm thinking of either building a new 5-inch racer, or if I don't do another 5-inch racer, I might do a micro. So I want you guys' opinion, and I will put a poll somewhere, or I'll post a question or something for you guys. I want to know, do you guys want to see me build a new micro, like a 2 to 3 inch, or do you guys want to see me build another 5-inch racer? Now, unfortunately, I didn't have the SD card in my camera when I was recording the video for making this one, so you guys didn't get the full build on this one. So that's why I was thinking, if I do a 5-inch build, then you guys can actually you know, see the build process and how it all goes. So let me know your opinions down in the comments below, what you'd like me to do. I'd like to know something hopefully in the next like day or two here, so I can get the parts ordered and coming here and stuff like that. So yeah, that's all I have for updates and things of that nature. So I will go ahead and open it up to questions. Anybody has any questions that they want answered? You know, again, this is family friendly, so let's keep it family friendly, please. I would appreciate that. While I'm waiting on you guys here for questions, I'm going to bring up my YouTube channel here so I can see in the chat who might have a question for me. There we go. Valentine's Day giveaway. Perfect. Okay, so I've got everything muted. Perfect. Okay. All right. So yeah. So guys, does anybody have any questions for me about drone racing, drones in general? I know John C had wanted to know more about like Phantom 3 stuff, like Phantom Standard 3 stuff. He wanted to know about like downloading firmware updates from the website. I don't really do that, honestly. If I do a firmware update, it's always updated through the app directly through DJI. That's just the way I do all my firmware updates. It's just easier for me that way. So, anybody have a question? I'll leave it open for like about 10 minutes here. Like I said, this was just the quick drone giveaway, and then since we didn't have a normal like Wednesday video, I wanted to open it up to everybody so that way you guys could ask me some questions and stuff like that. Again, last night I went drone racing and I had absolutely awesome time. Normally our races are Wednesday, and they do have a Wednesday race tonight, but I am extremely tired. I didn't get home till almost midnight last night, and I'm just exhausted, so I'm not going to go do any more drone racing tonight. Hopefully, if the weather holds up this weekend, I can actually go fly my my big drones. And so that was last week. I went to go fly them, but the wind was just so horrible that I could barely fly at all. And I do have a small Tiny Whoop that's coming in, one I bought for my wife, and I'm going to be doing a review on that because she's wanting to get into Tiny Whoops as well. So it's a good little beginner whoop, and I'll do a review on it for you guys and kind of show you about it. And I also have, if you guys know anything about the Tiny Whoop at all, there's a new thing called a Tiny Hoover, or hover. I'm not sure how you say it, but it's basically, it's a tiny hovercraft. And so yeah, so that's what that is basically. And so I'm going to be building one of those. I have a all right, well, guess what, Marshmallow? You are now banned from the channel, so thank you very much, and you just got banned. And goodbye. So there we go. All right. So that's what happens when you're rude. If you're rude and you make rude comments, then you get banned off my channel. So sorry. I just don't. I don't tolerate people putting up messages or things like that that are inappropriate. So apologize. If you don't agree with it, you don't have to watch. So, but anyway. So, and I already said who the winner was like 3 times. It's John C. So anyway, but let's go ahead and leave it open for Q&A. So I'll leave it open for about another like 5 minutes here, and if anybody's got any questions, ask me now or forever hold your peace. Like I said, I got to meet Lunchbox FPV, which was pretty cool. So he's a really, really super nice guy from Canada. And then, of course, Jesse Perkins, who's the Tiny Whoop guy. So he's really cool, too. So, all right. Well, we'll give it about another couple minutes here. And if nobody has any more questions for me or anything like that, then we'll just go ahead and call it a night. Again, I'm going to be doing a video for Friday like usual. And this coming up week... So, okay, so the man writes in and he says, wants to know, do we have to register our drones? So, back in, when was it? Just a couple of months ago, they reenacted, actually, the president reenacted and made it law that drones have to be registered. Now, it has to be at least 0.55 pounds up to 55 pounds. So, basically, half a pound up to 55 pounds, it has to be registered. Now, there's 2 ways to register, so don't forget about that. One way is the Part 107, so that's me. I'm a Part 107 pilot, and I have to register my commercial drones, each one individually. So if you get that where it starts like asking for the serial number, you're in the wrong one. You want to go into the one for the hobby. So for the hobby section, yeah, ProMark drone, the Shadow, yes, you're going to have to register it. Registration is only $5, and I think it's good for, if I remember right, 3 years, but don't quote me on that. And the only place you want to make sure you go to is the FAA's website. That's the only place you want to go to. There are some like spammy websites out there, so if you like type in like FAA drone registration, it might fling you to some like ad place. Always make sure you go to, I think it's FAA.gov, I think is what it is. Let me check really quick, and I'll get the right thing for you. FAA. Yeah, that's it. So always make sure you're at the web address. It's www.faa.gov. So that is the official website for the Federal Aviation Administration. And then they have a section right on the front. It says Drones Unmanned Aircraft Systems, UAS. If you click on that, it takes you right there, and it basically has everything that you want to know. So, and like I said, it's only a number, and when you're a hobbyist, which is nice. So I have 2 numbers. So each one of my, I'll get to that question in just a second, Romy. So each one of my hobby drones that I fly normally, they have 1 number for all your drones. My commercial drones, I have to have each one of those. So I've got like 3 numbers. I've got one for my DJI Phantom Professional, the DJI Phantom Standard, and then I've got 1 number for all my other hobby drones, all my racers and stuff like that. So, okay, so the best all-in-one camera for a Tiny Whoop. Ooh, that is a tough question. There's lots of them out there. The one that I really like recently that I installed on this one, it's kind of hard to see, but I will put it up close for you, and hopefully you can see it. So it's got the camera right here is separate from the board inside, and then it's got this antenna here, which you can always switch this out if you want to. It doesn't give bad reception, but this is the one I got from Craze Pony, and you can find him on Amazon, and he does all kinds of drone stuff. So I really like that camera that he has there. They have different style cameras as well. So another really good one is something like this. So there's all kinds of cameras that are basically like this, and this is a clover leaf, right? And this is the very first one that I started out with. So, and then on the back of this one, it's got dip switches where you can change the channels. One thing you want to make sure if you're going to be flying a tiny whoop, get one that's a 25 milliwatt. Don't get any bigger than a 25 milliwatt, because anything bigger than a 25 milliwatt, it's going to zap the battery, and it's just going to kill off your battery. The other one that I'm really liking is this AKK technology camera. So it's this one right here. It's another cloverleaf, and the reason I really like this one a lot is because on the back here you can kind of see it's actually got a digital screen right there, and that digital screen, it flashes like whatever band that you're on. So if you're on race band, it'll flash an R, and then the next thing it'll flash what frequency that you are. So if you're on race band 2, race band 3, race band 4, blah blah blah. And what's really nice about this one too is you can actually turn the camera on and off. So if you get down to it, it'll have like these two little dot things, and then if you do that, it'll go to a 0, and that means the camera's off. So, which is kind of cool. I don't know why you would fly it without a camera on there, because that's the whole reason for it. But I guess if you just want to do some line of sight stuff, you know, you could do that. Hopefully when the weather is getting a little bit better, I can actually go outside and fly this around a little bit. It's a little bit too big for the house, at least for my house. I don't have a huge house, but so yeah, so those are some of the cameras that I like. Most of all the cameras that I've used, they're down in my Amazon influencer. So at the end of the video, or if you go to any of my other videos, you can go to my Amazon influencer page, and I've got everything I've ever bought off Amazon. I really like Amazon a lot. I'm not just pushing Amazon, but I really like them because, one, I've got the Prime membership, and I use the Prime videos and everything like that, and I get the 2-day shipping for free. So sometimes, like a lot of the Tiny Whoop stuff, I'll buy from tinywhoop.com directly, or sometimes I'll go to like Get FPV is another good site that you can go to. But there's all kinds of cameras. There's so many that I can't really tell you which one is honestly better than the other one. Everybody's really got their own opinion. So just you know, hop on YouTube, and if you find one, see if there's been a review done on it and check it out. That's my best suggestion to you. So yeah, so I hope that answers your question, Romy. Thank you for that. And that's my cat. Sorry. Let me get him out of the way here. So Alan, may I have it, please? I'm not sure what you want. So, but anyway, hey, Kite. Kite is here. Kite, actually, we already announced the winner. It was John C. So, sorry you didn't win this time, buddy. And guys, if you can, throw some support for me to a local FPV pilot that I fly with quite a lot. His name is Kite FPV. I think he's got at least one video up on his channel, but show him some love. Hop over to his channel. If you go to YouTube and you just type in Kite FPV, like Kite is K-Y-T-E and then FPV. He's really cool. He's an awesome pilot. He is like a 10-time better Tiny Whoop pilot than I am, and I hope someday I can get just as good as Kite is. I'm learning so much every single week that I go, and I try and win. So Dronin Forever, it was John C. won. So John C. won the Valentine's Day giveaway. So thank you, Kat. I appreciate that. You know, I'm really trying. You weren't here earlier, but at the race last night, I got some stickers, some lunchbox stickers. So they had a whole bunch of these out and stuff like that, so I just grabbed them, and I got to check out he was showing us the new the Lunchbox version 2, which was freaking cool. I'm gonna get one of those things, man. It does like everything. It's freaking cool. Man, you would have loved it last night. There was like all the pilots were there. You know, Jesse Perkins was there. Lunchbox was there. I mean, everybody was there. Yeah, you would have freaking loved it, dude. And then there was about, like, I would say a good 30 or more people there just watching that weren't even a part of the group or anything like that, which is really cool. So, and Taylor did a freaking phenomenal job, dude. He was like cheering everybody on, and I mean, everybody was like hollering and yelling, and it was crazy. And so like my first race, I didn't do so well because I was so nervous, and they had these bar stools that we were sitting on. They were high back stools, so I was like losing my balance trying to like do the remote at the same time, and then with everybody, and knowing that Jesse Perkins is watching me, and Lunchbox is watching me, and all the pros are watching me, and I got the jitters so bad that I kept crashing. The second race, I actually was in first place all the way like halfway through the first lap, and then I hit this freaking you had to go through this green room where you basically came up through the the sound room, and you came up, you went up above the rafter, back down, and then you hit that first gate there, and then you went through like this storage room place, and then you took an immediate left down the stairs, and then you had to, at the bottom of the stairs, there was an immediate left-hand turn that you had to make into the green room. So it was like coming down, and you had to make a quick left-hand turn. The video wasn't bad, actually. I didn't get any, there was a little bit of glitchiness here and there, but it really wasn't that bad, actually. Not as bad as you remember when we flew at the soccer field, and the soccer field was awful, man. Everybody's video was horrible that day. So, but I do have some FPV footage. I hope it came out. I haven't gotten the SD card out of it yet, so I'm going to be putting a video together for you guys. And I don't know if Taylor posted anything last night. I know Blaine put up a video on like the Tiny Whoop, but there wasn't much there, so I don't know. We'll see. So, but all right. So if anybody else has any questions, we'll leave it open for about another few minutes here, and then we'll just we'll wrap it up. So, but yeah, it was definitely cool. It was very fun. Ben was there. Justin was there. There was a guy from Thornton. He was there. So I mean, it was just yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. So I just love drones, and so here's my my motors from my little Fury Bee that I'm making my my Hoover with, and then I've got the kit coming, and it was John C. that won. He's one of the actually he's been a subscriber for quite some time, so I'm glad that he actually won. So I'll be sending him an email to let him know he was the winner, so that way he can contact me. He's out of Washington D.C., so that is really cool. So. And so, yeah, I posted a question for everybody, and Kite, you can know too. What do you think my next build should be? So I already have another Tiny Whoop parts coming in tomorrow, so I'm going to be building that. But I wanted to know everybody's opinion. Should I do another 5-inch build, or should I do a micro build, another like 2-inch build, or a 6-inch? So I don't know if I want to go long range or not yet. They look really cool, so I don't know if I want to go there just yet or not. So yeah, so let's see. And thank you, Drone and Forever, I appreciate it. Yeah, I can imagine when you get like way out there, it's pretty pretty sketchy, I can imagine. So so yeah, so everybody, if you don't mind, vote for me down below in the comments. Let me know your opinions. What do you think? Because I want to get the parts ordered and get them here and get started on my new build. So yeah, so all right, well, we're just at about 30 minutes. This is my normal Q&A time. Again, the winner of the Valentine's Day drone giveaway was John C. So congratulations to John C. Everybody, show him some love. Put some comments down below for me. Ah, that's a good idea. Tiny Whip brushless. Dean was flying his last night and he got disqualified. But it was a planned disqualification. So, but it was funny. But all right, guys, that's all I've got for today. So thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all the comments, all the support. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. So in the meantime, guys, while you're waiting for my next video, as always, let's keep our drones up in the air and flying high. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks for hanging out. Have an awesome day. Talk to you later.